Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. It is Monday, March 8th, and today is International Women's Day. So I hope you are celebrating the women in your life that have made a huge difference. In mine, that would be my wife, Eva, and our daughter, who is a senior in high school. And another woman that I celebrate today would be my mother, who was always there for me, teaching me about equal rights, teaching me about the respect for women, and somebody that taught me an awful lot over the years. So whoever you're celebrating today, I hope you have a chance to give them a hug, tell them what they mean, and think about them even if you can't physically be with them today on International Women's Day. We are starting a series to talk about the capabilities of Microsoft Teams and live events. So let me go ahead and get started here with sharing some of the content that we have available. If I take a look at my calendar in Microsoft Teams, you can see that today at 1, I don't have anything scheduled on my calendar, or for 1 p.m. Central for the rest of the week. One thing I can do is set up a meeting, but another thing I can do within Microsoft Teams is to the right of new meeting, I have a drop down, and live event is a choice within Microsoft Teams. And by choosing a live event, I can schedule an event for today, Monday's live stream, decide what time that begins and ends. We'll set it up for an hour today, and then put in any information. Externally produced broadcast, and I'm going to be the producer. I could invite other people here as presenters or producers. And then here are my choices for this production. One option is an external app or device. I can decide captioning and whether Q&A is available from that external app. And by doing so and scheduling this live event, we get a link to join the live event, manage the resources within this live event, as well at the very top, a attendee link. And because we have chosen to produce this externally, I have both the Teams link that I could give somebody, excuse me, that would begin with teams.microsoft.com, or the stream link, which would have a different URL altogether. So this is how you set up a event, and then I can look at the live resources associated with that and go ahead and join the production. This page in the source settings is where I get my server addresses for this broadcast. So I can copy that link to the server URL, and then I can set that up in a software and external encoder like StreamYard. And so let's show you what that looks like here. Setting that up in StreamYard. I'm going to share the screen here. Up here, I can set up a new destination, and the new destination can be a new rtmp server. And this URL is going to be what I just copied out of Teams. You can call this Teams Monday Live. And then add that as a source. Now, I have the ability to broadcast to YouTube, where this is going out on my Tip Tuesday channel. I am broadcasting live to Twitter. It looks like it's having an issue with Twitter here. Let's make sure we're okay. We're okay on YouTube. It looks like I've got something there. And then the address for YouTube and our Teams live event looks like it's having a problem. Let's take that again. See if we can get it working here correctly. Try it one more time here. We'll add a new destination, rtmp server. Give it an address. Add that and save, and let's see if we're good there. Okay. So the other thing I'm doing here, it looks like we got a message about what's going on. Let's take a look real quick. So as we look over here at the encoder preview, starting the event, we're taking this from pre-live to live. And there we go. So now we've got both the live stream to YouTube, live stream to Twitter, and now we're also live streaming to Teams as a live event. So all three of those are available at one time to us. So why might you want to learn to do this either with Microsoft Teams or with third-party tools like StreamYard? This is a service and a capability that's in high demand right now. And many people know how to host or present within meetings. However, live meetings, and sometimes the stakes related to those meetings are much higher. So this is a skill that helps with producing and being involved in those types of productions, either for your company, for a third-party company, or as a consultant, contractor, or Microsoft partner. So I've started playing around with both live events within Microsoft Teams, as well as live events within StreamYard. And StreamYard's licensing allows you with the Pro license to stream to up to 3 different services at the same time with the Pro license. If you go with the additional level above Pro, you can stream up to 8 different services at the same time. And there's some additional features that come with that next level of licensing. So within StreamYard, I can invite people to this meeting and they can present and be involved. The thing I like about StreamYard's approach is it is only browser-based, so there is nothing to install on the computer or the phone, tablet, whatever you're using for StreamYard. It's really just getting that set up with your headset and your mic and your configuration, and then going live with other people. And I can have up to 10 simultaneous videos at the same time with StreamYard as well. So I have these different configurations for the video and how the video may look with screen share. So if I'm doing screen share as well, I can decide what that looks like. I have banners that I can leverage within my stream. So if it were, let's say, Tech Tuesday or Tip Tuesday, and Tech Thursday is my other one, I have the ability to throw up those banners on my screen, identify different speakers by name. I can do some things with branding, my channel, and my overlays. And then we saw at the very beginning, I can even do back. If I do the backgrounds, it sounds like the audio is not included with that, but can play around with that. And I just ordered a green screen so that I can turn this into something and do virtual backgrounds within my meetings as well with StreamYard. So right now we are going live out over Teams, live out over my YouTube channel. That's aka.ms/Tip Tuesday. And then also from my Twitter handle, which is twitter.com/still, STILLDREY, still Dre. And all three of those are live right now through StreamYard simultaneously. Other things that I can do from within this application would be to produce maybe video content or content that isn't live, but that I share during a live presentation. So there's ways to bring up videos like the 30-second clip that I showed at the very beginning and bring that up and play that within the context of the meeting that is live. And because Teams has the ability to host thousands of people in a live event, I can actually host that many people within my Teams environment while leveraging both Stream and Teams as links to attend the live event. So let's share that screen again and take a look at things from the Teams perspective. So we're going out live over Teams, as well as YouTube and Twitter. And I can see up here in the upper right, the information about the live event. I can see my Q&A panel. So if I have Q&A coming in from the Teams perspective, I can see that. And then I can also show the conversation with others if I have multiple people in our meeting. Since I'm the only presenter and producer, I'm the only one that I see up there. And then I have the settings that we just configured to get this up and running. So that's a little bit about the Teams live event capabilities. And then I also can get reports at the end. I can produce this from within Teams or use third-party rtmp servers. Yesterday, I posted about how do you get all this experience when maybe you don't have experience with either producing a live event or with the licensing and the software needed to do so. Well, that is one thing that I will be offering for the next 2 weeks. are boot camps where you can learn these skills and practice these skills and be involved with the production of a live event. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook, and that's one of the actual channels that I can broadcast to. I have to pick 3 at this point. So if I were to do LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, those would be my 3 streams, or I'd have to upgrade to the next level to include Teams or other services. But the other thing I will share with you as we are discussing how to set all of this up is another application that I've used that is super helpful when you're thinking about how to configure all this and share all this from within one computer if you don't have multiple computers that you can access the stream from. And one way to do that would be to install the application Windows Sandbox. This is included with Windows 10 Pro and Enterprise licensing. And what it allows me to do is open a separate environment from my real computer based on the same licensing of the computer that I'm using. And then I can do things like download wallpapers in this virtual machine. So I could go out and get my favorite IT crowd background, save this as a computer into the, or as a photo into the virtual machine. Then I believe under the photos, I can set this as my desktop background. So my desktop background matches the IT crowd. I can download software into this virtual machine. So if I needed to do something with the Teams application, teams.microsoft.com/download, I can do so within the virtual machine, even if I'm using Microsoft Teams on the real hardware or the real computer. And in this case, you'll recall one of the 3 locations that I chose to stream to today was Microsoft Teams. So this would give me an opportunity to actually have either another Microsoft Teams instance of the application running that I could log into somewhere else, or show something like the attendee experience as an example. And it's very easy for me to set that second computer up with software, or even just use websites. And the nice thing about the browser in this instance is it is not the same browser as on my real Windows 10 computer. So I can even think about things like Edge, Chromium. I can spell Chromium here. Download. Download for Windows 10. And install that into the virtual machine as well. I could do the same thing with Chrome or other applications or configurations that I need. So let's see what that looks like. You can see Teams is ready to be configured for my account. So I could log in and get things ready there. And then now we're installing another browser into this virtual machine. And it just replaced my older version of Edge with the Edge Chromium browser. So completely separate if I want to sign in or not sign into this version of Edge Chromium. can get other applications that might be needed, configure whatever I need to in the virtual machine. And then the nice thing about the sandbox is once I close this, nothing is saved with it. So I'll get a warning, hey, if you close this, everything's going away. If there were anything like the graphic for the IT crowd that I downloaded or something else that I want to save, I can copy in and out of the virtual sandbox. So I can take the graphic to my real computer and save the graphic there. And then I can just shut down the virtual machine and all of those changes go away with it. Tomorrow we'll take a look at different aspects of configuring Windows and your system or systems for live events and different options you have as a producer. That will be our tip for Tip Tuesday. And I hope you'll join me at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And if not, this will be live as well as available on YouTube. And then we'll pick the other two streaming services we use tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon.